All right, so I have my matrix. It's been inked up. It's a split fountain from yellow to orange. I did not carve out this area because I didn't ink it up, although it is kind of causing me some problems. It gets kind of dirty and then my paper gets dirty. So next time I would just carve this entire background out white. I also have my paper. It has my registration marks already drawn on in pencil. So now I'm ready to put the paper onto the matrix. You have to be kind of careful with this step. You need to line it up perfect every single time you print a color, or else the colors won't sit in the correct spot. So if you get lazy or kind of sloppy with your registration, your prints aren't going to line up in the end. So I'm going to start with the corner with 4, and I'm holding the other side up with my hand. I'm putting the corner with 4 on first. And once those marks are lined up, I'm going to hold it down. And I haven't laid the rest of the paper down yet because I don't want the ink to smudge. I'm going to line up the left side, so by my thumb over here. And then I'm just going to double check that the top one's lined up, and it is. If these 4 are lined up and this one's lined up, then your top one should usually be lined up as well. I kind of pat down the paper so it sticks to the ink. Now I'm going to put this piece of it's mat board, but we're going to call it a tympan, and that makes it so that the texture on the roller doesn't print on the paper. You also have to be careful when you're putting the tympan down. If you just plop it down, air will get underneath your paper and it'll move. So we're just going to put this down on one side and gently roll it on. Now I'm going to hold my matrix so that it doesn't move, and I'm slowly rolling it through the press. Once it's caught the roller, I can let go and continue to roll it to the other side. Okay, once it's through, I can take off the tympan, and my paper should still be lined up. If you notice that it's drastically moved, then you probably put your tympan down too quick. So now you can take off your paper and you have the image. You'll notice that my Sharpie bled through. This ink likes to draw the Sharpie out. It's not a huge deal because eventually I'm going to be printing a dark color where there's Sharpie anyways, and it'll cover it up. But again, you need to be careful each time you line it up so that it lines up in the end.